Hey everyone, this is Rhydons here, and good news for this channel, I have been accepted into the Lithio LBA, or Lithio BA actually, Lithio Battle Association. Anyways, if you don't know what that is, I'm going to explain it right now. It's a draft-based league, and basically you pick 10 Pokemon and 1 Mega, and once you pick that Pokemon, no one else can pick it besides you. So for example, I have Scizor, no one else can pick Scizor. But not in the entire league, in the entire division. We have two divisions, the Alpha division, which is the one I'm in, and the Omega division. In the Alpha division, no one has Scizor but me. There are around, I think, 12 teams or 11, and only I have Scizor, and in the other Omega division, only one person has Scizor, and that's about it. So, and you can see the team before you go into the battle, and you basically counter team your opponent, and then you battle, and you battle every person in your league, in your division once, and in the end, you determine the top 6 people, and they will go into the playoffs. And basically, the playoffs is like a mini tournament, and the winner will be crowned as the division master. So this battle, actually, the team I took over, it's not my team, it's someone else's team, but he lost his 3DS, so they needed the sub, so I joined in. So I didn't draft this team, he drafted this team. I added the Karen Black, the Espeon, and the Gligar to the team because I needed someone that puts rocks and defogs, and Espeon was really good in general because this team is super slow, so I added some speed. And Karam's just needed offense. So this battle is scary, my friends, because my first battle is against my friend. As you can see, his team has 4 wins and 1 loss. My team, which the other guy was taking over, actually has 2 wins and 2 losses. It was named Toronto Staraptors previously, but I named it Capron Litwix right now. So yeah, I had to plan against him. Honestly, I have complete team advantage, but he could actually make a comeback because Karen Black kind of shuts down his team except for Durant. He honestly drafted Durant just for me, and as you can see, you just bring 6 out of the 10 obviously, and you try to predict which Pokemon your opponent brought. So I was really scared of the Durant because as you probably know, Durant has the ability Hustle, which boosts the base attack by 50%. So it's like Choice Banded Pokemon without a Choice Band. And once it sets up Hone Claws, it's gonna wreck shop, and my team, as you can see, it's gonna be obliterated. Scizor can be destroyed with 1 superpower, Tyranitar can be destroyed with superpower, it even has Rock Slide. It's not limited to Bug and Steel like Scizor, it actually has Rock Slide, so it can kill Staraptor, it can kill Karen Black, it can kill Clefable, and it can kill Gligar. So my team plan, I was really scared of this thing. Gligar actually can wall Durant to some extent since it has the Eviolite and has really high defense. Someone else picked Gliscor, so I couldn't pick Gliscor, even though Gligar is actually semi as good. Sadly, it doesn't get Fire Fang for Durant and stuff like that. So yeah, and by the way, Dragonite is the MVP of the Alpha division. It has the most kills and the least, I think, yeah, the most kills in the entire league. So this is my plan, this is the team I brought, and I decided to lead with Scizor, expecting the Mega Bennett. But he didn't actually bring the Mega Bennett, which was kind of weird to me since it's his Mega. But I guess he knows that I might shut it down. This Scizor had Lumberry just for the Will-O-Wisp. So he starts off with Dragonite, which I really didn't expect. I switch out just in case he has Fire Blast. And he goes for Dragon Dance, which is kind of scary, which is actually really scary. But I have the Clefable with the Babari Berry, which we can steal moves. So if he goes for Iron Head, I can take that. If he goes for any move, I can take that. And the reason for that, because I have the Unaura ability, which means it's like he never Dragon Danced. He goes for Waterfall. The reason he has Waterfall, he later told me, because he can kill Gligar with it, and he can also damage the Tyranitar really heavily. So I broke the multi-scale with the Sandstorm, which is really awesome. He switches out, goes into his Nocturnal. As you saw from the team preview, he has a lot of physical threats. So I go for Reflect. He gets damaged by Nocturnal a little bit, and honestly I didn't expect him to do any damage because Crobat doesn't have good physical poison moves. The best it can do is Cross Poison, which is base power 70. He goes for Poison Fang, which is base power 50, and it does way too much, honestly. Even though I had the Reflect up, I expected it to do less, honestly, since it's a very weak move. So I go for T-Wave. Basically, this Crobat is completely crippled, and he has Poison Fang because Poison Fang has 50% chance to poison, badly poison actually. So anything I switch into is gonna lose its possible sash and also be a big chance of being poisoned. It's higher than Scald, and Scald burns everything, for God's sake. So switch out, go into my Mavis, because I don't want the Clefable to die just yet. I can Moonlight against something else. I can't Moonlight right now because the Sandstream is up, and not a good team synergy, honestly. And you can't have Soft Wild on Clefable and Unaware at the same time, since it's a hidden ability and Soft Wild is a fortune move. So he sends out the Dragonite, I switch out, go into my Achilles. I don't expect him to go for Outrage, I expect him to Dragon Dance. So he goes for Dragon Dance, as I expected, but Achilles is actually Choice Scarfed, just for this exact situation. Obviously the multi-scale doesn't matter since I have the ability to Terravolt. He goes for Protect to scout out if I'm gonna go for Outrage or Ice Beam. He has the Berry that weakens the Ice, so he also predicted this scenario. But sadly Karen Black is too powerful. I guess he didn't calc Modest Karen Black with Ice Beam, because this one is Modest. Because if I was timid, he actually could have lived that. So I switch out, go into my Dante, which is the Scissor, because actually I brought it with a Lumbarian knockoff to stop the Bennett. But since Bennett isn't around, there's not much use for Scissor. So I just kind of sec it off to get a safe switch, as I go for Brick Rake against Emperor. And he goes for Scald. He doesn't get the burn, which is, like I said, irrelevant since I have the Lumberry, but it's kind of low from the game, but he gets a critical hit. So I go for another Brick Break as he switches into Namira, which has the Rocky Helmet. Good move on his part, but at the same time, he doesn't realize that I was really waiting for this. I was really waiting for this. Safe switch in against this Pokemon is really awesome. I go into my Tonigawa, Mega Evolve, and he stays in, which means he's either going for he's going for something. He has a plan for me, but I knew he's gonna stay in, so I just go for Substitute, predicting Thunder Wave, and this exactly happens. He goes for Thunder Wave, and this is really awesome. I Mega Evolve, go for Dragon Dance. I mean, I'm already Mega Evolved, so I go for Dragon Dance because this is good for me. I'm gonna sweep this guy, but he stays in, which means he either has HP Fighting, which is pathetic, or Reflect, and he does have Reflect. So he just protected his team a little, and right now Scrafty can probably break the sub safely. So I go for another Dragon Dance since I'm safe behind the sub. At this point, I decided to either... Intimidate doesn't affect me since I'm behind the sub. So at this point, I decided to go for a Superpower instead of Dragon Dance, because I was afraid I'd Dragon Dance and he'd break the sub, and then I would go for Superpower and he'd live, and then he'd just kill me with Drain Punch. So I said 2 Superpowers will definitely kill, or at least give me a safe choice if I should stay in or just switch out. So this almost kills. Had I Dragon Danced again, this is probably might have been a sweep, but you can't blame me. I don't know the EV spread of this thing, because it actually can live a Superpower. He goes for Drain Punch, breaks the Substitute, and sadly I go for another Superpower because I don't have Stone Age, I don't have anything, I just have Crunch and Superpower. And with the Reflect, and the fact that it's 4 times resisted, and the fact that I'm +1 not +2 anymore, he could actually live that. There is a potential that he might live Crunch. I didn't calc it, but I wouldn't be surprised. So here comes Doom, the thing that I feared the most. Base 100 at 110, boosted by Choice Band. This is higher than Talonflame, by the way. So going to Gligar, and he goes for Iron Head. This does way too much, because... Actually, I take it pretty well, so I expect him to switch out. As I expect him to switch out, I go for Rock Tomb, but he actually stays in, which is really scary. And Durant is super fast, so even with the Rock Tomb, I will not outspeed him. Another Iron Head, and if he kills Gligar, I think this is GG. But I have HP Fire, just for this matter. I know it's not gonna kill, but I really wanted to make Gligar useful against the Durant. So he goes for Iron Head, and Clefable is not gonna take that, even with the berry, obviously, but I wanted to sec it off and keep Gligar around so I can roast against something, since Gligar is faster than Clefable. So I'm going to Revenge this Staraptor. As I go for Brave Bird, he doesn't know which item I have, since he's slowed down. I could be Banded, I could be Scarfed. I go for Brave Bird, and this Brave Bird instantly kills off the Crobat. Reckless Staraptor does not joke around. It's super powerful. He goes into Emperor, and he knows, since he didn't see Life Orb or anything, he knows that I'm choice locked. So I'm forced to switch out, go into my Achilles, predicting the Scald. And he goes for Scald because he told me it's the safer move to do. And he's right, he could burn the Achilles, he could burn the other pokes, and it was kind of risky to go for Flash Cannon anyways. So he stays in, gains some of his leftovers. As I go for Earth Power, honestly I didn't want to over-predict, but maybe I should have, but I go for Earth Power, even though this thing has Levitate. The ability of Karam is just like Mold Breaker, so it ignores everything. Earth Power does barely nothing. I go back into my Mavis as he goes for Thunder Wave and doesn't affect me. He goes for Reflect, which means he's faster, and I'm surprised he doesn't have Ice Beam. I guess he didn't see Gligar as a threat at all. So go for Roost, just to guarantee that I can officially stop the Durant from this range. He goes into his Emperor again, and this time I know he has Scald, Defog, Stealth Rock, and Toxic. So I decide to switch out, go into my Karam Black since he can't do anything to me. Go into my Achilles, and he goes for Flash Cannon actually, which really took me by surprise because he doesn't run Flash Cannon usually. Like I said before, we're best friends and we know each other's set, so Flash Cannon was a surprise. He actually predicted this. So he has told me that he's invested exactly to live the Earth Power, but I get a critical hit here, which is kind of relevant in the kill, but in the wrong range it's not relevant since Staraptor can just come in and Brave Bird the rest of his team. So I switch Karam out, go into my Tonegawa, predicting him not to go for Thunder Wave again, and he does an amazing double switch by going into Durant, expecting the Tyranitar, I think. But the ability Hustle, like I said, boosts the attack by 50%, but also lowers the accuracy by 20%. So he goes for Iron Head, and Tyranitar avoids the attack. Go for Crunch, take out Doom, the Durant. Luckily, it didn't do a lot of damage to my team, which it could have done, but Gligar was there to save me. Goes into his Namira, and I go for Crunch. One last Crunch, and this will take Namira out. And luckily, we win the game. Our first debut game in this league, and we win. So we tie Riyadh Rhydons with the score 3-2, 3-2. Or wait, actually, yeah. And yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to cheer for your team, Capra and Litwix.